Hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I am your boy, QTheContentGuy, and I am back for a brand new review of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 14, Episode 6, Venom in the Viper Room. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend who knows a friend who knows a friend who knows that other friend, to tell that one friend, come on over to the channel, enjoy the content, and let's do what we do best, which is run our mouths and give opinions. This is a good episode. Clearly Dorit is first chair. Clearly Dorit will be getting a contract next season. But I got to call some things out. But again, this is a good episode as always. I mean, it's Beverly Hills. As I've said this time and time again, I don't know one season that has been a bad season of Beverly Hills, at least since I've been watching. I've always knew about Beverly Hills. I would watch it here and there, but the last couple seasons I have really been like watching every single episode, and it just has not been a bad episode of Beverly Hills. Even like the quote unquote boring episodes or the dry episodes, they've still been good. But we're going to talk about tonight's episode. So let's really just jump into it, right? So we start the show off with Bowles and her boyfriend. His name starts with a K. I forgot to get his actual name. His name starts with a K. They're in a long distance relationship. I'm not sure how far San Diego is from Los Angeles, but they're in a long distance relationship. Let's look. Let's see. Los Angeles, San Diego. It's a 2-hour and 23-minute drive. Girl. Bowles, you made it seem like he was in New York and you was in you over there in LA. Girl, y'all 2 hours away. Do y'all see that wig on her? Okay. But she said they're in a long distance relationship, so they need to talk every single day, multiple times a day to make it work. I forgot how long they said they had been together. I didn't catch that part. He said he only dates for marriage. So she said, where are we in the process? He kind of didn't really answer the question, but he says, it's me and you. That's where we are. I don't know what that means. Like, what does that mean? Does that mean we go together? Like, what is that? Are we getting married? Like, are we walking down the aisle? Like, are we gonna have that man that was singing the Jagged Edge song singing for us? Like, what does that mean? We're not getting any younger. What does that mean? I think she was a little confused too. But yeah. This wig ain't it. I'm sorry. The wig ain't it. You out there by the water, out by the beach, baby. I thought at any moment that wig was gonna fly off. It's not working for me. Dorit and Erica are out having lunch. She says, Dorit says her and PK have a therapy session coming up soon. They both talk to each other in a disrespectful and a toxic kind of way. She doesn't know, how she became in this place. She doesn't know, how they got here. But she also says she doesn't want to completely be done with him. And I can understand that. I can understand, this is the person that you married. You have kids with him. Y'all built this life. And I can understand how you're saying, I don't really want to get rid of him. I don't want to stop dealing with him. I'm still in love with this person. How can I make this work? So I definitely can understand where Dorit is coming from with that situation. They go on to talk about what happened at Kyle's party. And she said, and Erica was like, you were on fire the other night at the party. She says she's been forgiving for way too long. She says people have taken her kindness for weakness. And she's just sick of it. Erica says that Sutton mistreats her at the lowest point. At her lowest point, she did it to her. She did it to Kyle, and she's now doing it to Dorit. Erica, I'm talking directly to you, Erica. That girl did not mistreat you. That girl was trying to be there for you. She was gonna give you money. She was going her own purse and get you money. She was telling you the things that you need to do to get a lawyer. But for some reason, you got mad at her, but you didn't get mad at anybody else. Garcelle asked about the earrings. Crystal asked about the earrings. Kyle was all in your business. Dorit was all in your business. Who else was on that season? Yeah, at least Serena didn't do anything, but all of them were in your business, but yet you have all this smoke for Sudden, acting like Sudden was dragging you and doing this and doing that when she was asking you questions about what was going on with your life. Hell, the media was tearing you up more than Sudden was. Sudden wasn't really doing anything to you. The media was on your ass, mama. You couldn't even come out the house. But for some reason, Sudden is getting has torn you down. Sudden didn't tear you down. She was actually a girl's girl. I believe her when she said she's a girl's girl. I believe her when she said she was trying to help you. You gotta, Erica, you gotta move on and let that go. Erica, just tell us what it really is. You're mad because you don't have that lifestyle that Sudden has. And how could you believe that a woman so plain Jane from Athens, believe to have this lifestyle and you can't have it? I'm not a fan of Erica. I really honestly be trying to go up for Erica. I really, really do. I think she's probably a good time to hang out with. She looks great. But I'm just not a fan of Erica. I don't think she needs to lose her job or anything like that. But I'm just not a fan of Erica. I've come to determine with that. I come to grips with that. I just cannot do it for Erica. She don't do it for me. I'm sorry. She don't do it for me. This woe is me attitude, and I ain't do nothing wrong. And oh, look at me, and blah blah blah. Girl, I'm over it. You are a 50-plus-year-old woman. You need to grow up. Anyway. Garcelle is on the way to take her kids to see the new house. She's super excited to see what their reaction is going to be. She said, if you would have told me this when I was a little girl, that I would be in Hollywood, I would be successful, and I would be able to have a house where my kids can, where I would be able to have a second home where my kids will be able to grow up and have memories and things like this. She was like, never in my wildest dreams would I have thought that. And I appreciate her saying that. I like that she said that because it's interesting. Sometimes we move so fast in life that we move so fast in life that we sometimes take the moment or take things for granted instead of sometimes sitting in it. And I think it's also inspirational too because I feel like with Garcelle, she was not a big let's be real. Garcelle was not a big Hollywood scarlet, right? She wasn't even really big in Black Hollywood, but she's been able to maintain a lifestyle. And on top of that, when she got her next big break, she took it and she ran with it. Garcelle is bigger now than she was back in the day, and she took that and she went out and got her another house. I don't care how long it took the house to get built. I don't care if she, what she had to do to get the house. We know she never had any money problems. We never heard about the house not being able to get permits or whatever. She got the house built, and now her kids have a place where they can call home. I don't care if the house is an hour away, if it's 2 hours away, 3 hours away. I don't care about none of that. She's been able to do it, and I think sometimes we take the credit away from the things that people have been able to accomplish because it's like, oh well, it needs to be done by this time when most of y'all can't do it because y'all live in apartments anyway. So just let that sit with y'all for a minute. But I'm happy she told that story. Um, she goes on to talk about her relationship with Oliver and how she had to practice tough love with him. She knew he was homeless at one point in his life, but she just couldn't pretty much budge. And she talks about she gets emotional telling the story about how he came to the house and how he came to the house and how he just could not. She saw him, but she didn't see him. He pretty much was soulless. And she had to be tough, and she had to be like, look, I can't do this. I have to unfortunately watch my child walk away. She gets emotional talking about it, and I'm sure to this day it probably eats her up about it. um but I'm not mad at her for doing it, right? I'm sure she probably did everything a mother could do for their child with the resources that she had. And he didn't do right. He didn't do what he needed to do. Luckily, he's still here to tell his story. But he was not able to do right. And I'm not mad about it. Um, I don't think that she's using it as a storyline. I think y'all be giving Garcelle a hard time just to be giving her a hard time. It's not a story. Like we are like this is not a secret. Like we already knew what was going on. Like they've already talked about this. So she was just sharing a memory, a bad memory, but she was just pretty much sharing a memory. And as you can tell, it was the camera was really focused on her and Oliver and what they had going on. So I don't like I think y'all just be doing the most when it comes to Garcelle. Like she ain't do nothing. Um um So Dorit and Balls are meeting up, and she's telling her about PK, and they had a 4-hour therapy session. She said he came in very hot. He was, at war. He was ready to battle, and he said, "This is why I want a divorce. This is why I don't want to be married to this woman." And she felt like she was blindsided. She doesn't know where this came from. He left out the house. He left out the therapy room and slammed the door. And she's like, she doesn't know what to do, so she needs to start. She needs to start preparing for the worst case scenario, all scenarios. I get that Dorit is on the show. And I get that the camera is focused on Dorit. This is about her life. The issue that I have with Dorit is it's almost giving me Mia in the sense of you're milking this. You want this person to come off like they are so horrible and you just don't know how you got here. You don't know how any of this is possible. You don't know any of these things, but you're shocked by the result of it. Like Dorit, what? Why are you acting like you don't know how you and PK got there? Or how y'all got to the situation y'all got to? Like, how you don't know that? Girl. So then Bose moves on and she talks about, Camille coming to the party. And she said, and Dorit said, well, that's been a long time coming. And Bose is like, I'm not sure why Kyle invited Camille to the party. And Dorit said, yeah, and she didn't tell me. This where I start to see Bose for who she really is. Well, let me not say who she really is. This where I start to see her. Bose, wig. Kyle can invite who she wants to invite to her house. It has nothing to do with you. You don't know these ladies. You so up there on Dorit's ass that you don't even know what the history between Dorit and Camille is. So to act like, oh, she bought Kyle could have been probably trying to be messy having Camille there, or Kyle could have said, hey, I want you to come to my party. But it's my house. I can invite who I want to my house. You don't have a relationship with Camille, so you can't speak on what is going on with her and Dorit, and you can't speak on who I want to have at my house, just like I can't speak on who you want to have at your house. And Dorit, you and Kyle not talking, so why would she tell you that Camille's coming to her house? She probably don't even know that you and Camille got a problem. So again, y'all talking just to be talking. This doesn't make any sense. Oh, well, why would she bring her to the party? Because I wanted to. It's my damn house. The same reason you put that wig on is the same reason I invited Camille to my house, because I want to. It's my house. Did you lose sleep? Was Camille messing with you? Did Camille say something to you? No. So mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Dorit, girl, shut up. Dorit, honestly, shut up.
Oh, stop! I'm tired of your goddamn mouth.
Shut up. Shut. So then they both act. They're saying that Sutton is making was weaponizing Dorit and all that kind of stuff, or whatever. What happened next? Now we over here playing child. Now we over here at Erica's house. So we're at Erica's house, and she got this expensive ass interior design and designer over there. He's done houses for Cher, for Khloe Kardashian, like for the who's who of Hollywood. And she's getting him to pretty much redo her house. Erica, why are you playing with us? Erica, why are you playing with us? You don't even live in that house. You can't even afford this designer. Like, who are you trying, girl? What are you doing? The money that you're spending on this designer, you could be putting on a down payment for a house. There's nothing wrong with the size of Garcelle's house. It's just you. There's nothing wrong with Dorit's house. You don't need to be in this luxurious Kathy Hilton mansion to have a nice life. But you around here playing in this house, I'm over it. I don't even believe you live there. First of all, that's just the first thing. You up here wasting this man time. When I tell you I'm over I was over Erica this episode. But yeah, he wanted to redo her house, child, whatever. So the ladies are getting ready for Erica's big night at the Viper Club. They are honoring, the gays are honoring her. We learned that Garcelle kissed Johnny Depp back in the day in the club. Okay, cool. Dorit is on the phone with Erica. She's saying, I don't know if Kyle and PK are still texting, but she's pretty much going to find out. I believe this. This is what I believe. I believe that Erica told Dorit that Kyle and PK are texting. We all can say it's Garcelle, but this is why I believe that it was Erica. First of all, we all know Bravo is good for editing a show and editing stuff out. But this is why I believe it was Erica. I believe it was Erica because Kyle and Erica spent so much time together, and I could see them having a random conversation about nothing. And she was like, "Oh, child, look at PK texting me." And Erica probably ran back to Dorit and was like, Kyle and PK are texting. Kyle made it seem like it was a bigger deal than what it was, but I mean the text messages is bigger than what they were. But I believe that I believe that Erica told Kyle that PK was texting her. I believe that. The ladies arrive at the Viper room. Sutton tells Bose that I don't like that you use the word weaponize. She said, I use that because you would take something this lady told you and use it against her to hurt her. Sutton was like, that's not true. I'm not trying to hurt her. In the confessional, Bose is like, Sutton, you don't want to go down this road with me. It's pretty much it's a dangerous road with me. And I'm, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, girl, shut up. But did y'all catch what Sutton did? Did y'all catch what Sutton did? Sutton said, you're very intelligent with your words. I said, oh, wow.
I've had it. Enough.
Wow, Sutton. Okay, Sutton. Okay, Sutton. So you very intelligent with your words, you little black girl. You real intelligent with your words. You special. You's real special. It's okay. Mm-hmm. But then, honey, Bowles came right back and she said, girl, you're very dangerous with your words too. She said, I get it. And in confession, she goes, I believe that Sutton wants to do right for the group. I think that, but I also see that she's a mean girl with a real Slim Sutton. Please, I was like, girl, that was corny, but I agree with her. Sutton is two things. I think Sutton is a very mean girl, but Sutton don't like to be wrong. Sutton also don't like to be called out in front of a group of people. But here's the problem that I had with you, Sutton. You have all this energy with the wrong people. Because when Erica was wearing you out a couple seasons ago, that's the same energy you should have had for Erica. When that girl was like, or what? Or what? Because I'll take you outside all day. We can go outside all day. Or what? That same way that you're up there yelling and hooping and hollering, acting a damn fool with Dorit and Kyle should have been the same way you should have been acting with Erica. You need to have that energy with everybody. But you only have it with ones that you think you can get with. But I think that Sutton and Bowles are going to get into it this season. I don't think it's going to be anything dramatic, but I think they're going to get into it later this season. Now, child, let's be messy. I thought Garcelle looked cute. Jennifer Tilly gonna be Jennifer Tilly. I like Kyle outfit. I thought Sutton looked cute. The problem with me and Bo is it's the hair for me. Like it's the hair for me. Like Bo's, what is going on with this head? Ciao. So I'm minding my business, grab me a cookie, and I go to sit back down. And the club owner gets up and says, everybody give it up for pop icon Erica Jane.
So last time she made an album.
It's been years.
Now, I am very, I'm a historian. Music is my number one love. I love me some music. Down. I don't ever recall Erica Jane, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera name in the same category. Now, I could be doing the most, but pop icon? So we just throwing the word icon out there. Okay. She's up on stage, child, like you said, playing on the people's stage, child, with the song Domino, Dynamite, not child. And that was what Jennifer Tilly. Oh, it's cute, but girl, you won't be getting no awards or on the charts. I beat. So Dorit gets right into it. Dorit gets right into it gets right into the mess. And Dorit was pretty much like, Kyle, you been texting my man? Like, you been texting my man, girl? Like, what's up? You been texting my man? Kyle was like, I mean memes. I've been texting memes. I guess I've been texting memes to him. But he doesn't talk about anything that's going on with y'all. She says, I haven't gotten anything from him at least about a week. Dorit says she's upset because he's texting, not because she's texting the husband, but because she's not texting her. She's not letting her know what's going on. She just pretty much expects Kyle to share the information with her. Kyle says, I'm a girl's girl. I will always side with you. If I thought he was doing something inappropriate, I would, pretty much tell you whatever. Dorit says, I told you things weren't good. And Kyle was like, you didn't tell me that. So Dorit was like, you're going to act like I didn't have this conversation with you. You're going to act like this and act like that. Dorit, this is where I get frustrated with Dorit. You want all these things from Kyle, but you and Kyle are not talking. The only time y'all are talking is when y'all are yelling at each other. That's the only time that y'all talking. Outside of that, y'all not talking about anything. So why would she come back and tell you about what's going on and y'all are not having any kind of conversations? Now, I'm also on Dorit's side on why you and him are still talking when you know me and him are going through a breakup. Because Kyle, you do know that. And Dorit was correct. If I was texting Mo, you have a problem with it. I'm jumping ahead, but if I was texting Mo, you have a problem with it. But Dorit, You have allowed this to happen and go on for years. So why do you have a problem with it now? See, Dorit, you can't have it both ways. You can't be like, oh, well, y'all can be cool, blah, blah, but then now y'all can't be cool. You have allowed this to go on for years. You never had a problem with it. The only way that my man need to be texting you, the only way is if he was dying, giving you a birthday party, or wanted to marry you and you need help picking the ring out. That's it. That's it. But you are okay with Kyle and PK texting back and forth. But now you're upset because you feel like, oh, well, he's only texting you because he wants to know what's going on in my life. But mama, we're not talking. We're not hanging out. So how do I know how do I know what's going on with your life and we're not talking? We're not talking. We don't have anything going on. All we do is yell at each other. We're not talking about anything.
Loser!
Help me understand. Am I on an island by myself? Like, help me understand. So, the reset things aren't good. Garcelle says, how did he hurt you? Dorit says, lack of communication. We have 2 small children, and I'm trying to shield them from what's going on. Sutton jumps in and says, you can't shield the children. Dorit catches an attitude for some reason. It was like, I'm not going to shield them forever. And Sutton's like, girl, you ain't got to get mad at me, girl. I'm just saying, like, girl, damn. You ain't got to cuss me. Sutton says, we had a conversation on the boat. Dorit said the same conversation where you said you'll be there for me. Sutton says, yes, I meant what I said. And Dorit pretty much is saying something along the lines of like, your action shows different. Out of nowhere, Sutton starts yelling like, well, what have I done to you? What have I done to you? And I'm like, girl, did I miss something? Like, Sutton, why are you yelling at this lady? So Dorit looking at her like, bitch, girl, like, what's happening? Here go Erica. You insulted her and made her feel low at Kyle's party. Sutton started doing the most. And Sutton was like, we don't have to be friends. I get it. We're not friends. We'll never be friends. I'll just be cordial with you. And I'll be cordial. Sutton, mama, calm down. For the bitch ass hoe in the back, calm down. Like, calm down. Now, with that being said, I do recall you and Dorit not being friends. I do recall Dorit telling, going around town or going around to the group saying you had a drinking problem. I do remember Dorit doing Kyle's dirty work last season. With that also being said, I do believe that Sutton is a girl's girl. I do believe that Sutton will help any woman in that group who is going through divorce on what to do. Like she said, I've been through this. I just want to give you some advice. I also agree with Garcelle. Girl, them her kids, let her do what she want with her kids. If Jagger and them wanna ride around with helmets in the house and ballerina and do this and pretend that daddy on another work trip, it is what it is. So Dorit was like, okay, girl, like, okay. So Kyle goes back to the conversation about PK, and them having a problem back and forth. And Kyle was like, she doesn't know where this is coming from. We've already made up. I feel like we made up, and I feel good about the friendship. And she says, it's not that the texts are hurting me. It's that you didn't tell me. Kyle in the confession says, well, PK's been a better friend to me than Dorit has. They start having some back and forth. Kyle then says, I'm done. Like, I'm done. I'm good on you. I'm done. I don't have nothing else to say. Dorit was like, you need to be very clear on what you're saying. Y'all knows how Dorit lost her accent. Mm-hmm. And she said, I apologize. What fucking more else do you want from me? And Dorit says, I want you to stop raising your fucking voice where I can see your veins coming out your head. And Kyle looked back like, girl, what? They having some more back and forth. And then we hear glass being thrown. And then it goes to be continued. See, Dorit, Kyle treats you like this because she's been able to treat you like this for years, and you've been okay with it. You've been her do girl. You rolled for her. You've done everything that Kyle wants you to do. Now that you're having a little backbone, Kyle can't handle it. But Dorit, you have allowed this to happen. So there's a part of me that does not feel bad for you at all, how these ladies are treating you, because again, you are cool. You were cool with it when everything was good in your life. You were cool with the way that Thick Tongue, remember Thick Tongue, was over there talking to Sutton. You ain't say nothing. When Sutton and Lisa Rinna was getting into it, you didn't say nothing. When Garcelle and Lisa was getting into it, you didn't say nothing. But now you feel some kind of way because the girls are not really messing with you. Why would they mess with you, Dorit? You wasn't messing with them. Because when Kyle said jump, you said how high. And Kyle has been a horrible friend to you, at least on the show. Now, behind the scenes, Kyle might have gave you Mauricio and Kyle might have gave y'all some money. But on the camera, Dorit, you have allowed this for years. For years. I always say this. If you want to make a good show, just be genuine to yourself. If this not how if you don't want people treating like this, then you need to correct it. You still would have had your diamond. You still would have been on the show because you'd have been going back and forth with Kyle like you are now. Erica was all for it, going down. But Erica, aren't these your two friends? You can't get your two friends together to have a conversation? But you for it going down. But you're the same one that say that the women didn't surround you and with love and care. I just I really want to go up with the read, but all I can really do is just
I can never give you a 10 because I don't like you. So I always gotta keep something negative in reference to you. So I can never give you you can never get that 10, okay? You can never get that 10. But I'll give you about an 8.5.
Y'all hear me?
that's what I got for you to read. I can't never give you a 10. I hope so. Because Erica's not bringing anything to the show. You still stuck on this Sutton stuff. Mom, let that go. Outside that, you're not bringing nothing to the show. You playing around in our face with this interior designer. Like, girl, you up on stage, girl, popping that old puss. Pop icon. Oh, did something happen to Madonna? Like, pop icon Erica Jane. Baby, I ain't never heard that. That don't even sound right. Does that sound right? Pop icon. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the pop icon, Erica Jane. And the Grammy goes to the pop icon, Erica Jane. It doesn't even roll off my tongue. But this is a really good episode, as always. Like I tell y'all over and over again, this has been a great season. There's always great seasons of Beverly Hills. Yeah, Beverly Hills. That's really it. I realize I'm probably tired. That's why I ain't got a lot of energy right now. But y'all, I told y'all was getting the show. I'm gonna do the best I can with what I got. DJ, drop that. Pop icon Erica Jane. Wow. But I thought it was a really good episode. You said don't come for my cancer sister. I met Erica before. You just said it was gonna be her last season. I called it a pop icon. I'm giving her a prop. She's a pop icon. Sure. I mean, that's really it, y'all. This is a good episode. I don't think the club environment was the place for them to be having this conversation. But I guess this is where they chose to have it at. Excuse me. As much as I would love for this to be Kyle's last season, Kyle ain't going nowhere. Here, I don't think the cast needs to go. I don't think anybody. See, the thing is, unlike Potomac and Married to Medicine in Atlanta, this cast is fine. Kyle is annoying. Yes, I don't like Kyle. I would like her off the show. But in all reality, this cast is fine. They spend money. They have organic drama. And they know how to have a good time, and they just have a good show. So I don't really think that you need to replace anybody. I mean, maybe add somebody to the mix, maybe. But I think this is fine. Here's the thing though, even though I'm not a fan of Bowles, I would make this her last season. I would give her another chance. I don't like when they only give the Housewives one season outside of Anna Marie. I wish Drew would have had one season. But I really think they need more than one season to show who they really are. You know, this is your first time on the camera. We don't know nothing about you, but yeah. What else? That's really it. That's honestly really it. Bring back Renna too. Why? Crystal should have stayed. I want to know about that friend group. Child, y'all. Okay, all right. Let me get up off here. Let me get up off here because y'all get ready to talk crazy now. The group they got currently, the current group is fine. Do not bring Lisa Renna back. Do not bring Lisa Renna back. Damn sure don't bring Crystal back. I'm not in the mood for no child bride. I'm not in the mood for Lisa and that bird, and she up there being a bird for that old white man. I don't even want Kathy on the show, to be honest with you. That's what she is. Dorit ate her up when she said it too. Hey, child bride. I said, ooh, get her Dorit. What else? Well, that's a really good episode. As always, I'm sleepy. Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, I'm getting up out of here. I will see y'all Friday when me and Adrian go and do is it Friday? Or Saturday? No, it can't be Saturday because I'm watching the football game. Yeah, Friday when we do weekend sessions. I don't know what we're gonna talk about. I mean, he sent me a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't know what we're gonna talk about. Here you go. Child, y'all always want to say somebody racist. That girl ain't racist. Hell no. Hell no. Cynthia get up there, get the stuttering. Well, you know, Phaedra, if you don't want to talk about it, Phaedra, we don't have to talk about it. We don't have to put it on the table, Phaedra. Oh, that's y'all not gonna wear me out like y'all did, Patty. I like Luther. If this world were mine. I like Luther. Big Luther, small Luther. Lips perk Luther. Did y'all see? Okay, I'll save it for this. I'll save it for Friday. You said it's boring, but I listen to it when I clean. What else y'all got? Y'all got anything else before I get up off of here? Excuse me. What time is it? It's only 10:14. I did this in 40 minutes. Oh, okay. That's all y'all get. Y'all ain't getting nothing else. Bye. No, I'm playing. But yeah, it's a good episode, so I'm curious to see what happens next week. And this show don't piss me off like the other shows be pissing me off. Oh yeah, Mauricio, baby. Oh yeah, thank you. Y'all see Mauricio owe them loans. Hold on. Let me go. Oh shit. So it says Mauricio is under fire in a $3.5 million PPP loan lawsuit. New Year, same lawsuit. Ooh. Kyle's estranged husband is still wrapped up in a messy lawsuit with a company called Realtor LLC. They accuse him and the agency of taking out a $3.5 million PPP loan that they didn't need. Remember those? Remember those were the forgiven paycheck protection loans given out during the offset of COVID shutdown. Realtor filed a lawsuit in 2013 in July. So this has been ongoing for a long. Immediately, Mauricio and the agency tried to have the case dismissed. Now, new court documents showing that the company isn't backing down. When the agency aimed to have this case dismissed, they argued the realtor had no direct knowledge of their claims. Realtors has no direct link to the agencies. They simply get their information about the PP loan from the public database. And new court documents In Touch delivered a firm clapback at the argument. According to them, Mauricio and the agency need a stronger reason for dismissing the case. The lawyer said this is a case about greed during a national health emergency. According to the realtor, they confirmed that Mauricio and the agency did not need those emergency business funds because their industry wasn't impacted by the pandemic. The agency reportedly had $6 billion in sales in 2020 and $6 billion in 2022. Mauricio's net worth is reportedly upwards of $100 million. With that in mind, realtors wanted to hear an explanation of why they obtained the PPP loan. The lawyers argue defendant do not argue that they engaged in no wrongdoing. Instead, they claim that the content, they claim that the claims have insignificant allegations, not on the facts alleged, but only on how they come to realize these facts. Their statement continued. Defendants' motion is based not on the accessory that the plaintiff is wrong, but rather the Realtor LLC does not have direct knowledge of the fraud. If successful, the lawsuit could end up being very costly for Mr. Mauricio. Realtor asked the court to enter a judgment against the defendant for the third time, seeking damages allegedly sustained by the United States. Plus, they're pushing for Mauricio and his team to pay civil penalties. Mm. 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 Somebody wrote, Kyle was too good for him. She deserved a better and loyal partner. She is showing class and grace during this difficult time for her and her family. Wow. Kathy been trying to tell us Mauricio was a fraud. Do you think the Hiltons are laughing at Mo about the PPP loan? They probably are, but he got his money. They need to be locked up. They need to be locking them up like they're doing all the broke folks for the loans. But here's the thing, though: the broke people doing the loans, they ain't had no real businesses though, and they was out there buying Ferraris and getting on the gram. The thing is, when y'all out there stealing, why are you posting it online? I low-key believe that Dorit hooked up with Mauricio to get back at Kyle. That's a hell of a get back. You said look up Ricky Smiley twins. Ricky Smiley. Y'all know Ricky Smiley don't like having women as co-hosts. Ricky Smiley finds out he has 5-year-old twin daughters. Bless my life. The announcement was made on the Smitty and D podcast, where the 50 series received some shocking news in January 2024. This news came nearly after 1 year of his son, who died from an overdose. He recalls the moment he got the phone call in January from his ex, who he's still friends with, about being a father to her twin daughter. So you still friends with her, and she just telling you that you're the father? I'm gonna have to read this later on and really get into this thing. Come on, girls, let's get into this thing. He said, I don't think she has, but I get a piece of Mo. But he admit to watching them ever since they were little. Wow. They say, go out, God. We don't bring, honey, we talk about class over here. We don't talk about that trash over here. You know, I told you the rules yesterday. When we get over Beverly Hills, we have some class and some sense. You leave that hood stuff in the hood. Anyway, y'all, I'm getting up off of here. I will see y'all later this week. As always, be safe in these streets. Have a good time. And I will see y'all later on. I will see y'all later this week for what's that show that I do called Weekend Sessions. And I think we'll talk a lot about music. I got a lot of games for us to play. So that's that. Anyway, y'all, be blessed, be safe, have a good time, and remember, when in Beverly Hills, you have class. You have class. All right, y'all. Bye.